Hey, welcome to TD Takes, real talk, hot takes, and dad debates. Let's get into it. How you doing, Joe?
Hey, we're doing good. P, how you doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm doing good, dude. It was hot today. I had to work was crazy. I had to go delivery today with work and deliver some fridges.
Another delivery day, huh?
Yeah, and I had to install a grill in the heat, bro. It was hot. We were in the garage, but that didn't help at all.
Right.
It was hot. It was one of the hot days, man. It was one of the hot days, but I still got my Eagles jersey on. So I'm just glad to be up under this AC, but today's been good, man. Today's been nice and it was good, nice and steady, but hot.
Right.
How about you, man?
Fair. Yeah, man, hot, and then big rainstorm. Now it's just humid.
Coming to make it humid. What's the weather over there today?
That's a great question.
Yeah, let's compare weather. Let's compare weather.
So today's high was 91.
Today's high was 85. You got me beat.
You don't even want to see what the next week looks like, bro. We have schedules of 101 and 100 degrees on this.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
You see that? Everything is red. Red. All right. Now, on top of that, the humidity today was 53%.
Yeah, that's hot. We got bad. Yeah. We have unhealthy for sensitive group air because of these Canadian fires.
Oof.
Prayers up to Canada. Hopefully they can get those fires under control. Get this going. Yeah, we got some spicy topics for you tonight. It is 10 o'clock over here. What I do want to cover, though, I think I want to cover NBA first. I think let's cover the NBA. We'll cover Game 3, like I called it. We'll cover Game 3 because I called the Pacers to win both of their games at home, which
he did. So we're gonna see what happens.
We've already won one, so
the score was. Check it out. Check it out. The score was not big. 116 and 107.
I got it.
Real.
Yeah,
but be real.
Let's see the stats. Yeah, it was dang. Stats here. You're gonna give me the stats? There was a final score of 116 to 107. Pacers did have home court, home court advantage. Ooh, I'm so ready for this football season, baby. Tyrese Halliburton, when he goes off, when he plays a good game, the Pacers win. That's all I can say. When he doesn't play a good game, like what was it? Game 2. Do you have like 3 points at halftime or something like that? So I was pretty shocked, but yeah, 3-1 or 2-1, excuse me, 2-1 Pacers lead the series. Go back to Indiana though. We had Siakam 21 points, Tyrese Halliburton 22 points. Tyrese almost got a triple double. He had 11 assists and 9 rebounds. 1 rebound away from a triple double. Shot 50% from the 3. Went 4 for 8. Siakam shot 0% from the 3. He only shot 2 3-pointers though, but 6 rebounds. That's kind of crazy that Halliburton out-rebounded Siakam. Out-rebounded him, out-assist him, and outscored him.
Yeah.
I hope he gets finals MVP. I hope Halliburton gets finals MVP and Siakam doesn't get it. Like, because I just think personally he's playing better. Oh, excuse me. Benedict Mathurin had 7 points. This brother was balling. 9 for 12, 2 for 3, 2 for 3 for the 3. I saw a stat today that Halliburton hasn't taken a single free throw shot. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, he's a bad man. He's a bad man. But yeah, my predictions for Game 4 is, Halliburton just goes absolutely crazy. You know what I'm saying? I actually predict a triple double. No, I'm not gonna predict a triple double, but I'm gonna predict a solid win.
Okay, you ready? Pacers. You ready for me to tell you why you're wrong? You ready to tell me why you're wrong? All right, this is why he's wrong. Shots attempts OKC versus Pacers, 37-79. 37-79 of OKC, 44 of 85 for the Pacers, 46%, 51% field goal percentage. 3-pointers, 10 of 22 for the OKC, 9 of 27 for Pacers. They were only 33% from the line. Garbage. Free throws, 23 of 30. OKC needs to step it up. They're usually a lot better, a lot more makes
They
on
shot
that,
terrible from the
76%. But 19 of 22 for the Pacers. So they were actually doing really good tonight in the free throw line. Total rebounds, 42-36. Out-rebounded again. OKC's doing their thing.
Still, and
9
they still
offense
lost.
to 7 defense. 33 defense to 29 defense. 16 assists to 24 assists. They had more assists, which is why they got more points. 4 blocks to 11 blocks. They had so many blocks. 6 steals to 13 steals. The Pacers are just taking over defensively right now. 17
right.
turnovers to 13 turnovers. Pacers are doing their thing. So the Pacers, they beat them in blocks, steals, and turnovers, which is good. So good for them. Points in the paint, 48-50, damn near identical. Fouls, 20-24. Pacers still, getting more fouls, but this is where you're not going to see it happen again. First quarter, 32-24 OKC. Second quarter, 28-40 the Pacers. It's not happening.
You'll see that
bro.
again. Yes,
it's
it
not
will.
happening again. No, it's not.
You don't think it? Okay.
They're not getting another 40-point quarter.
Dude, they match up well.
29-20, and then 18-32. So that's more realistic. They're not getting another 40-point quarter.
All right, we'll see. Because guess what? How much are you going to owe me? Is it 100? We got 100 on this series?
50-50. Because we had 25-25, so this one's 50-50, I think.
We'll find out in the bet book, in the double B, the bet book.
Yeah.
Almighty bet book. Yeah, so that covers game 3 of the NBA. We'll go ahead and switch into another NBA topic. You want to cover this one? Or you want me to?
I mean, we can both do it.
All right. I'll cover the topic. You're starting a fight. What NBA player are you calling first to have your back in a fight? It has to be a current NBA player. You can't be like, oh, I'm calling Shaq. I'm calling Shaquille O'Neal.
It has to be somebody playing right now?
Somebody playing right now. I already know who you're going to say. Jokic's brothers.
No, you said they have to be playing in the NBA. Because I would have said his brothers. Because they're some thugs. Who do you have?
I have 2. I was either going to say Giannis. He's like Greek freak. He's literally ginormous. And I also was going to say Zion Williamson. Because like I said, he's huge.
Okay, I got somebody like Kawhi.
And he's
Kawhi, because his hands are freaking massive, bro. He hit you, his whole head is covered.
Yeah, his hands are pretty big. You're right.
Or I don't know. You think of somebody,
like, Anthony Edwards,
Damian Lillard.
Anthony
Edwards too.
Look like he throwing straight haymakers.
Yeah. That's a good one, though. That's a good one.
You know, Anthony Edwards remind me of the dude on Gridiron Gang. You were 88. You were 88. The short haired dude that gets shot by
88 for life, homie. 88 yeah. Shout out Gridiron Gang. That's a great movie.
Yeah. I thought it was cool to throw that little NBA topic in there, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pivot over to NFL. The first NFL topic of the night, we got Russell Wilson looks to be a starter. Is this a revival or is this his last shot in the NFL? I'll go ahead and start this one off. I think this is Russell Wilson's last shot. Just because I forget how big his contract is. You got his contract? Can you pull up his contract that he signed with the Giants?
Yeah, I can pull up his contract, yeah.
Just because he's in a dog league, and I'm not just saying that because I'm an Eagle fan, which I am kind of saying that because I'm an Eagles fan, but there's some headhunters in this division, man. You got the Commanders, you got the Eagles, you got just
1 year, 10.5, guaranteed potentially up to 21.5 with incentives. This deal includes $2 million base salary and an $8 million signing bonus. and a $500,000 workout bonus. Additionally, the contract includes various playing time and performance incentives. But I tell you, this is right here.
I just think it's his last year.
This is why I think he's going.
Jalen Carter's going to get him. Micah Parsons. He got to go against Micah Parsons.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
So the year they won the Super Bowl was 2013, right?
Yeah.
Right. 3,350. The Seahawks.
Yeah.
2013, right? Because we won 2015 and we lost to them 2 years ago. That. So he threw 3,357 yards for 101.2 passer rating. He had 9 interceptions, kind of high, 26 touchdowns, 63.1 completion percentage. His quarterback rating was 101.2. Excuse me, I said that wrong. Last year with the Steelers, 2,482 yards, 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 95.6 quarterback rating, 63.7 passer rating. You look back every year before that, the Broncos, 3,026 touchdowns, 898 rating, 66.4. But the year before that, 16 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, didn't do great, 60.5% completion. After the Super Bowl, his stats averaged the same, averaging, over 5 interceptions a season, it's guaranteed. 20 touchdowns, let's say 15 to 20 touchdowns, that's all he's going to guarantee you. He's not going to guarantee you much over 3,000 yards either. So, he didn't get better, man. He just stayed average. He stayed doing the same thing, stayed average.
So you think the same thing?
Didn't excel.
Last year?
Yeah, like he is not a top 10 quarterback in the league. Like he hasn't even had a 5,000. He hasn't even had a 5,000 yard season once in his career. So, yeah, I think he takes this year. Coaches up the youngin.
It's just too many dogs in the NFCs, man. You got Jalen Carter, DeMarcus. You got Micah Parsons, Brian Burns, Thibodeau over there in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anybody in Washington because Washington's super sweet. But yeah, I think it's his one last shot. This will be one last shot. Russell Wilson, wish you the best, brother. Yeah, you probably ain't watching, but wish you the best, man. This could be your year. You never know. I ain't counting you out. J.K. Dobbins. Next topic. J.K. Dobbins to Denver signed a 1-year, $5.25 million deal. Does it move the needle at all for Denver? What do you think? Does it move? Does this pickup move your guys' needle forward to make you a better team? Or is it 100%. Just
it gives us a solidified running back room with the 4 backs that we want.
Yep. I mean, you know me, I love that multiple back room.
Yeah. That was especially with what we can do. A lot of times we do a 2-back thing. So that to me was a huge help, especially after last season. I think he was number 1 fantasy point scorer in running backs last year.
I know he got hurt. Late.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Over there, he was their number 1, bro. He could end up being a number 3 and still being great.
Yeah, I know. I just don't remember.
We rotate our running backs very, very much. Like, we like fresh legs in the running back area.
If he can stay healthy, man, he's solid.
So he can be a 3rd string and not be out there doing too much. He was having to do too much with the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why he got hurt. So
yeah,
we got young.
I think he could be a sneaky
young talent.
I think he could be a sneaky fantasy pickup. Which I don't know if you're going to be doing fantasy this year, but I'll definitely be starting a TD takes fantasy league. If anybody's interested.
Oh yeah, doing it.
Yeah, I like that pickup personally. Sean Payton likes multiple backs, just like I like multiple backs. Gives time for the big guys to rest, starters to rest, seconds to rest. They can take the rep rooms, and he's fast. I like how quick he is. But yeah, go ahead and spiral over to the next topic. Aaron Donald's workout routine.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah, I don't know
Did
if
you
you
see
guys
that video
what
with
video?
Jaren? I think he's a linebacker for the Rams.
Dang, I just dropped my two thing. Oh yeah, what is his name? He is a linebacker for the Rams. He was calling Aaron Donald out like a week or two ago. He's like, Aaron Donald, where you at?
Yeah.
I forget his name, but yeah, he did a workout with Aaron Donald, and he said, yeah, this ain't nothing you should mess with.
Yep. Oh, here we go. I found it. It is
Yeah, pull that up.
Jared verse.
Yeah, Jared Verse.
Yeah. And he was just, and he was in there, and he was like, this is me retired. Imagine what I was like when I was
Yeah,
in the league. He's like, I do this for me, for my body. Like, this is fun. This isn't hard. Like, this is just daily for me.
yeah, he just
And he
loves
was
working
like,
out.
yeah, he was. You could tell he was, and this is a guy who is after a
6'1",
sack
6'1",
record there.
200. How many people do you know are 280 pounds and in that shape? Yeah. And that are in that good a shape. 200 pounds away from 300 pounds and aren't in the shape of like a big
looks like
lineman.
nothing.
Normally they look like big linemen, you know what I'm saying? But he looks like, nah, bro. He's got literally a six pack. He's literally huge.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, his workout routine. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen his workout routine. If you haven't seen that video with Kurt with Verse, go ahead and check that out. It's on his TikTok and it's on his. I think he has an Instagram. He's got all kind of social media. Shout out Aaron Donald, man. He's got motivate. All I know is Verse was over there on the ground, tired, and Aaron Donald was over there curling 120s, 130-pound dumbbells, 120. I was just like, ain't no way.
Mm-hmm.
Or pressing them. He was pressing them, but yeah. So if you guys got time, check that out. Another topic I wanted to get into was no Terry McLaurin at the end.
Yep.
I don't know.
Contract.
Can you? Yep. Yeah, this was 2 days ago. So let me look up if he showed up. No, he did not show up for Washington's mandatory mini camps this week. He's holding out.
Yeah, he's on a holdout.
Missing
Potential
a day.
trade.
They're not going to trade him. But here's the repercussions.
Why wouldn't they? Didn't they just get Devo?
Yeah, but they need him, dude. Trust me, they wouldn't trade him. Yeah. Here's what happens when you skip minicamp. He skipped the voluntary OTAs in the entire mandatory minicamp, which is Tuesday through Thursday. Missing a day means fines started around $17,000, increasing to nearly $105,000 all 3 days. Coach Dan Quinn commented, sometimes football and business, they intersect. Terry is a fantastic teammate and really puts in the work and spent a lot of time with them already this offseason. No practice attendance. He wants to secure a big bag. I'm hearing sources. I'm hearing 30 mil guaranteed. I don't know, man. I think he's worth it. I think he's worth it because
he got
sticky hands.
Hey, like you said, they need to have him.
He catches some crazy stuff. That's why they call him Scary Terry. As an Eagle fan, like when the ball's up to him, it's like, ooh, it's 50-50 ball for him. So,
yep.
Hopefully he comes back because we love the competition. I love the competition. Hopefully the corners, he makes our corners and safeties get better. So
yeah,
I'm all for him coming back. But if he doesn't, hey, that's all right. Go ahead and trade him out of the NFC East. I'll let you cover this next topic, brother.
So I actually have a couple here. Trey Hendrickson skipping out on minicamp contract, same thing. And unsigned big star name rookie, Shamar Stewart.
He hasn't got his contract either.
Left camp. He was there and left amid contract disputes with the Bengals. You know why? Because they just paid big time wide receivers where they got to find some money. They got to find some money somehow.
That's why you don't hear about these other guys.
I honestly see, sad to say, Trey Hendrickson, I think he's going to end up getting traded because they are going to have to pick between him and Shamar Stewart, who they just drafted, who's young, stud.
Well, they're saying Shamar Stewart could essentially hold out the whole year and re-enter the draft for next year, something like that. Some weird term like that.
Oh, because he
Yeah.
didn't get signed.
Hold
technically?
out, not get signed. He'll get released at the end of the year, and then he'll just go into the draft again. But I'm like, nobody wants to do that. Don't you want to play?
Yeah, because he's getting
Bro, I know
he's
you
going
want
to
to
get
make
a contract. They've got to get him.
I
a
would
contract.
just take the small one, man. Just take the small.
On the Pat
I don't know what I
McAfee
would
show
do.
6 hours ago, they literally went and said there is no excuse to not have Shamar Stewart signed at this point. So
There's not.
things need to
It's
get
not big
done.
money. It's not
Things
crazy
need to
money.
get done for him to get in there and start learning if you want something. So. But yeah,
hopefully he gets that deal.
So like I said, I wanted to bring that up because that's two players on the same team looking for contracts, and like I said, I know Trey Hendrickson, one of his landing spots earlier was talking. Well, I'm not saying it was 100% sure, but the Broncos were in the looks.
Some good topics, man.
That's good.
I'm bringing those up.
And then
I needed to hear that because the Bengals might be in shambles. When it comes to money problems, they might have some money problems. They might not have divvied the money correctly, but we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I seen something on Yahoo, and it was Yahoo Sports. They had posted Shedeur Sanders. He got the number 2, rose up to number 2, and could end up possibly fighting for the starting position for Week 1
Him
for the
and Kenny Pickett?
Cleveland Browns.
Is it him and
Joe
Pickett?
Flacco, I think. Oh no, Pickett. You're right, Kenny Pickett. Yeah,
Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
I heard Kenny Pickett's balling. Got 2 young guys, man.
No, he surpassed Pickett for number 2. Joe Flacco is their starter as of yet.
He's their Joe Flacco's gonna start.
As of right now, he's taking Team 1 reps. I should say.
I respect that veteran rep.
He's taking Team 1 reps at OTAs. But Shedeur fought up, from what I saw, into the number 2, and
he'll get to number 1 come preseason. We'll see. You watch preseason when the pads are, because I'm not saying that OTAs and mini camps like not football, but when the pads get on and they're really coming after you, we'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't wait for this season to see these young guys, dude. Cam and these guys.
Yeah,
I'm excited for these young guys. Really excited.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be a good year. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that covers our sports news for today. Now we're gonna do a little.
We appreciate you guys sticking with us for the sports news and getting your sports news here. I mean, you probably get it elsewhere, but we'll put a little twist on it.
So now we're gonna do a little TD segments. First one is gonna be TD's "Do You Believe In?" A "Do You Believe In" segment.
Do you believe in?
So, first topic, we're gonna go bottom to top there, T, just so you know, so we can end on that one.
Okay.
First topic here is do you believe in werewolves?
Absolutely not.
He said, absolutely not.
No, I personally don't, but I think they're a cool concept in movies.
Right.
The whole, and what gets me for it is it's super hard for, because like in the movies their bones break and then they ripping their skin off, and well, if that I can understand if you're a werewolf forever, but how do you go back and then you're and things like that? No, so I don't think werewolves like this. But if you ask younger me,
he said I wanted to be Jacob.
Yeah. Nah, bro. I go ahead. I'll talk a little bit about it. I'll make myself vulnerable.
Hey, go ahead.
What about you? Do you believe do you believe that there's werewolves out there?
No, definitely.
That's good. All right, we'll go up to the next one.
That leads us, obviously, you got to talk vampires. Come on,
diamond skin.
Come on, you going out in the sun, shining bright like a diamond.
Speaking of vampires, shout out Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler did vampires really good. He did them really good. I like how he did them the old school way back, like I said in the other episode.
Yep.
How they got to be invited in and shared memories, and they still kept their own memories and things like that, which was unique. But no, I don't believe in vampires. This is tricky for me because I believe in, like, I'm gonna put one in here. No, I don't believe in
And then, so last but not least, on that kind of dark side of things, is going to be: do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I have had some paranormal shit happen to me, so I can very, very for sure say
like
that.
what? Make it quick.
Nah, I'm gonna get my buddy Chad on here. Chad, shout out Chad. If you see this,
Chadwick,
he could tell you. We'll set it up and we'll get on here and he can tell you the story. Back in the day, scary times.
Yeah.
So
I think ghosts exist. I'm a huge believer in angels, demons, spiritual principalities.
Yep.
Those type of things. So yeah, ghosts. Yeah, there's some trap spirits wandering around here, picking on poor human beings like Joe, scaring the little. Hey, watch this! I'm gonna scare Joe. Watch this. You know what I mean? I wonder if ghosts do that. You know what I mean? Since I wonder if they are like that. Like, imagine me and you, like, hey man, let's go mess with this dude. You know what I mean? Is that what they do, or are they just always just sad and things like that all the time? Oh, we got aliens at the top, huh?
Yeah.
Last one's gonna be alien.
That was a big one you wanted to talk about, so we kept.
No, yeah. Hey, this one's. Do I believe in aliens? No. Do I believe in UFOs? Unidentified flying objects? Yes. Do I believe there's little green guys?
See, but okay, hold on.
No.
An alien is technically considered some life form from outer space.
No,
it is a foreign object. Is an alien is not meaning little green thing. If you look up the real definition of alien, it is a foreign. It is
like, do I think there's other life forms out there? No.
So then, who would be driving a UFO?
The government.
Oh, so you think it's like, you think it's
I believe the government has.
And that's why you think there's Area 51 and all that shit.
According to conspiracy theorists, the government are like 20 to 30 years ahead of our technology that we have. So whatever tech we have, the government is like 20 to 30 years ahead of that. They just ain't showing, because it makes sense. Why would they? They would just show our whole hand to the world. And then, okay, that's what America has. China, Russia, all of them would see, okay, that's what they have. So they have to keep stuff top secret. They're playing. You think they're going to show every jet they have, every plane they have? No, they can't, because then the enemy would just snap a photo of it and just recreate it, things like that. So when you see those unidentified UFOs, that's what I think they are. I also think the way angels and demons travel is interdimensional. I believe in interdimensional travel, but we're not going to get into that, man. I got my tinfoil hat on right here. Let me take my tinfoil hat off, man, real quick. But yeah, man, I like topics like this, and we'll get into more topics like this because we're a sports podcast and like entertainment, things like that. So we'll have segments like this, and especially around holiday season, scary stories. I can read you a scary story. Nah, but parlays for sure. And yeah, you want me to bust out the would you rather segment?
I was gonna do one I was gonna throw something in here real quick.
Throw it in there.
We're gonna do a little TD's bell.
Well, you don't got.
All right, here we go now. So we're gonna do a bet on here for the bet book, and I'm also gonna do
the Pacers OKC bet real quick.
I'm also gonna do a bet on my phone. I'm gonna bet the Broncos to win the division in the AFC this year. That's how confident I am. Here we go now. It is.
You should just send me somebody.
It is $50.
Yeah, I need that.
$50 on OKC me, $50 on Pacers you.
Let's go. Every time I get on my FanDuel, it makes me, or my DraftKings, it makes me verify my. And I just updated iOS 20 so beta. I'm on the developers thing. No crash apps. I don't recommend it right now. All right, you said you wanted to do a future for the
division bet on the app.
Division winners for the Broncos are plus 300. How much are you trying to bet? You bet $100, you win 400. So you bet 10, you win 30 plus 300. That's how you know they ain't winning the division. You know how I know the Eagles are winning the division because look, Minus 135. Let's go. Caught a vibe.
Yeah,
The
but
Eagles
who's
are
above us?
minus
Who's above us?
135. The Chiefs, they're minus 120. A team that you think is not in the top 10? Wild.
That's crazy.
Wild take.
That's so crazy.
TD wild take. That's a TD hot take.
Okay, this freaking app's not letting me log in. Let me go to a different one.
Everybody in the NFC South is plus money. The Bucks plus 100, Falcons plus 240. Who knows who's going to win that division? Yeah, he's going to
This
put
one's got an update. All right, sorry guys. Scratch that. We'll do that next time.
He's going to put some money on there.
Yeah, it's the app has to update.
Denver Broncos.
So freaking
For you, man.
But yeah, so last one. You said you wanted to go ahead and
last segment we got for you guys for the night is the TD Would You Rather segment. It's just the dad edition. It's for all the dads out there. Got a Would You Rather. Would you rather work 60-hour work weeks and give your kids everything, or work part-time and miss some bills but always be there? Would you rather work 60-hour work weeks to give your kid anything they need, or work part-time and miss some bills but always be there? So you would need help, things like that, but you would always be there. You'd always be there for your kids. You wouldn't miss anything due to work. Whereas if you're at work, you're missing events, you're missing softball games for the kids, you're missing soccer games, things because you're working.
Then yeah, maybe because I definitely want to do coaching and stuff. So I guess then I'm gonna have to give.
That's a tough question, huh?
Part time and miss out on some bills,
but always be there. And then once they get older, just start grinding. Not me. I'm working 60 hours a week, bruh, and I'm getting this money for these kids, and I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure out how to get to these games. But yeah, I ain't asking nobody for no bills, man. Nah. But yeah, I'd do that. I'd choose to work the 60 hours because 60 hours is 40. Ooh, it'd be a lot. It'd be an extra what? It'd be almost an extra 5 days a week, or 5 hours a week, or a day. Excuse me. Good Lord. A little bit more. It'd be like an extra 3 hours a day. It'd be tough. But on another note, that's the cool thing about my job is I'm able to schedule events off, things like that. I got my son. Looks like the son's gonna be here next Tuesday.
Is that exciting or what?
Yeah, it's super exciting. Super exciting. But yeah, that's it for the TD Takes episode. We appreciate you guys rocking with us.
A little short, sweet one tonight, guys.
Yeah,
as we said, please check us out. We are on YouTube Shorts, TikTok. He should be posting on Facebook Reels as well as Instagram. So you guys will be able to see Reels on all of those platforms. Like them, repost them for us.
Give us some
subscribe,
feedback.
follow. We are trying to put together once we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, the 100th subscriber is going to get some sort of gift card of some sort. We're going to try and figure that out, and we'll get something working out here. And
we appreciate you folks. God bless you. Have a good night and be safe. TD Takes. We're out.